Good morning, Scott here, known as Cantaloupe to some online, and I'm bringing a video to you on a subject that's interesting to me. It might be of interest to you or someone you know. And I want to talk about duty, as in duty and honor. They get paired together a lot, and perhaps you've heard of these things. Maybe it rings a bell. Duty is not what people think, and I want to clarify from my perspective what duty is properly. And there is such a thing, and it's highly esteemed. It's admirable, just like honor. It's a very good thing to do, to adhere to, and to follow through with, but only if it's actually duty. Now, here's the problem. um, Consent is a big part of duty, where agreements exist only within a system. And for example, rights are a form of agreements within a system where people partake of services in exchange for mutually agreed upon rights. And within such a system as, a society or a country, even a city or state, you will have agreements with people that take many shapes and forms. And the part people forget about duty is that it's an agreement. It's part of having, signed up for services with that system. It's a package deal, really, and includes taxation and all of the protections that you get from the system, the services from the system. It's not just armed robbery. It's not just forced labor at gunpoint, and those things would not constitute a duty requirement, would they? So it's something that needs to be discussed. I'm going to bring this up probably more than once because it's an ongoing problem where people say, "Oh, because you have no choice in the matter, therefore it is duty." That's not how duty works. Duty is something that is part of your job that you have to do, but to have a job in the first place, you had to apply for that job, in a manner of speaking. And just existing is not applying for a job. And this is where the confusion is. People will make the mistake of thinking that because they can force you to do something, you would have had to do it no matter what. That's just how it is. But that's called domination, not duty. That's called stealing somebody's choice from them. And at which point they are able to make that choice themselves, it's their choice. And to take it makes you a criminal. That's the difference. So in conclusion, when you sign up for something such as, rights, civil rights, or constitutional rights, those are part of a package as well. You may have duty to your country, but not if your country has categorically failed to provide their part of the agreement. And it is a package deal. Absolutely it is. So ask yourself, where are you at in your agreement? Is there even a dialogue about it anymore, or is it just expected? Because that's not an agreement either. A monologue is not an agreement. Someone showing up with a gun and a monologue, that's not an agreement or duty, if you ask me. Choose what you do, if you can. I understand being a child or a dependent, and the attitude that everyone is a dependent on some big brother, that's false. That's patently false. And that's why there's so much conflict, because it's false. Some people try to believe that and they try to ram it down your throat, but it's just never true. Once you're an adult, you may very well be independent somehow. And that was the principle of this country when it was founded. Independence, freedom, making your own choices. Reach out with questions or comments to whitehotrobot@gmail.com. Thank you.